Beautiful Gemmies, how are you, my beautiful ones? You know I love you. So, welcome to Indigo Tarot. This is going to be your weekend forecast for in the love area for July 28th through the 30th. Thank you so much for watching, and all you new subscribers, thank you for making this new channel such a big hit. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are blowing it up, and I love it. Thank you so much for engaging and talking to me, letting me know what's going on your path. I hadn't been with you guys for a couple of months. So, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Cindy. I am the modern day spiritual advisor. I use multiple modalities to help you on your path, including tarot. And now the author of my upcoming book series, Concepts Create Reality. So, my gorgeous ones, what is going on? Y'all are focused. Y'all are like, some of you are like, whatever, love is going to come when it's going to come. I got other things to do. It's not like you don't want love, it's just not like in the forefront for some of you. So, I'm not talking to my younger Geminis, I'm talking to my older Geminis. So, if you've never seen me before, it works like this. I will go and look into the general energies for that time period. Spirit wants to remind you it is always up to you whether you want to accept and allow or deny these energies. That's kind of up to you and your path. As to the timeline, it could be off just a little bit because it depends on your path, which path you've chosen, and where you are on that path. So, thank you. So sorry for the long intro, but I got to get everything in. Remember, this is, I'm just bringing it back for this weekend for the competition. When I release this, you have an hour to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And if you do, I'm going to tally everybody's video up. And at the end of the weekend, I'll let you know who won. So whoever wins gets a free, how does he feel about me? What does he want from me for that sign? And I'll be working on those next week. If you don't win, there's still going to be videos released, but they'll be for paid content. Okay, and I think they're like $3.99. I think I said $1.99, but I think they're $3.99. So here we go. So my gorgeous ones, look at you. I know I'm talking really fast because I have to say that intro, but I want to be really fast about it. So you have the Palace of Wands. This is your state of mind. This is like how you're sitting in your love position going to the weekend. And that's understandable, my Geminis, because if you've been working all week, our brains like work, 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 work. For those of you that don't know, I am Sun Gemini. My rising is Aquarius and my moon is Sagittarius. And my Venus is Aries. So, your brain is working, working, working. And in love, I kind of feel like some of you are like, yes, I love my purpose. My love is in my job. My love is in my career. My love is in my money. My love is in my family. My love is in my friends. I have a lot of good friends. Yeah, you know what? This, my beautiful Geminis, has been a time for you guys. You know, like the last 3-4 years, you have been through the ringer. Ups and downs, up and down, up and down, right? And if you look back, I think a lot of you have learned relationships in a different way. Like when you were younger, maybe you thought you had to have a boyfriend or a husband or a wife or a girlfriend or somebody beside you, right? And now you're understanding that there are all different types of relationships. And so that's kind of where you're at. This is crazy. This is the middle of the night. I'm so sorry. Do y'all hear the helicopter? If you don't, if you do, I'm so sorry. Every time I get on camera, I hear noise outside. Like it's annoying. So, let me refocus. Sorry. Let me recenter. So, I think what you guys have learned during the last 3, 4, 5 years, wow, some of you 6 and 7, ooh, yeah, is that there are different types of relationships that you were able to cultivate because you didn't have the romantic relationship. Now, what people don't understand about Geminis is that when we love somebody, and we will like do everything, put our lives on hold for them. Like they become the center of our world. Whether you have a husband, a boyfriend, and when you do that, you lose the other relationships around you, your friends, your family, your coworkers, those types of relationships. And I think some of you had to go through this. This is what they're saying, so that you could cultivate and understand those other types of relationships that you wanted. I don't know why I'm going off on this, but that's what they're saying. So, my beautiful Gemini, it is time to bring it back around because you have learned those others and you've experienced those other relationships. So I say this for those of you that have not had somebody in a while because you were really, really focusing on yourself, the other relationships, your family, your friends, your work, your money, your stability, doing it yourself, doing it on your own, right? And so it is time for somebody to come in for some of you. That's what they want to say. So I apologize for that big intro, but they're just giving me a lot of information. So your state of mind is the Palace of Wands, and it's hard for you to sort of turn off your brain if you haven't trained your brain, right? So the Palace of Wands tells me in love, you're thinking about, what do I need to do? Which actions do I need to take? I kind of feel like this stage is over. It's time for somebody to come in. If somebody comes in, what is that going to look like? Because it's going to be very different than it was before. How do I see myself with somebody beside me? How do I see myself with incorporating my family and my friends and these other beautiful friendships that I've cultivated? How do I do that? That's what you're sort of thinking going into the weekend. Some of you are reorganizing, and what's crossing you is the Palace of Cups, which is really interesting. And so Spirit's like, yes, you are on the right track. Yes, Gemini, you're on the right track. So the Palace of Coins, this is the space and the advice that they're holding for you. They're saying, yes, think about how that's going to look like. And this space, this state of mind is actually planning. When it's a coins or a pentacles, it's like the actual planning stage to manifest that, if that makes sense to you. Like, this is about taking action because you're thinking, what do I need to do? What do I need to, because you're action oriented, right? And Spirit is like, plan that out. You don't have to stick to the plan, Gemini, but plan it out, right? Because when you do that, it is going to come forth. And I see two possibilities here in the Lovers. Okay, so you're riding pretty this weekend. You are riding pretty. All right, so what you come through is the Chariot, which is what we were talking about. You were like, well, what do I do? Which way do I go? It's so hard for me to be, I'm seeing, like, it's so hard for me to be financially stable and do it on my own and then have my friends and blah, blah, blah. And sometimes I want to be by myself, and how do I do this, and what do I want? And then how am I going to have somebody come in, right? So am I ready to love? Am I not ready to love? Have I gotten over the past trauma? Have I really gotten over the past trauma? Because I don't want to bring somebody else in that. And you were sort of making that choice, and you did it. You were like, yep, this is what I want to do. Right? And so that brought you to this, because you were like, this is what I want to do. Now I'm going to think about what actions I need to take. And that's kind of what you're doing in the weekend. Now, in your fourth position, at the beginning of the weekend, you guys have a possibility of meeting someone. So this is the Queen of Cups. When it's a queen or a king for me, it doesn't mean gender for me. A queen or a king means, a king means the actual sign, and a queen for me means they have those characteristics of that sign. So you have the potential of meeting male or female, a guy or a girl, a man or a woman, who has the characteristics of a cups. And that would be a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio. Oh, I'm feeling a lot of Scorpio and Cancer. A lot of that. So, Cancers and Scorpios are beautiful. Cancers are gorgeous. This person is like gorgeous. I don't know. I just see them shining. And very charismatic, like a Scorpio too. Just has their heart open, will do anything for you, is ready to love, and is not afraid to love. The Queen of Cups is not afraid to love. The Queen of Cups has been through a lot, so they have been through a lot. And they, even though they've been through a lot, they still see the beauty in love. They still have their heart open to be able to love and emotionally bond with someone. They still do. And that's an honorable feat. It really is. It's an honorable thing to be able to do. So, either way, that person will, you have the potential of meeting this person. Now, if you are partnered, um, then obviously, if you're partnered or have a potential someone, then you're thinking about the next steps here. You were trying to make a decision whether you were going to be all in or not. This is for for the partners, and it looks like you're in the planning stages of what to do next. You've made your decision. So at the beginning of the weekend, it looks like you two will be together. It looks like you'll be spending this bonding time together. It's a beautiful, very when I say very emotional, I don't mean like we're just going to be passionate. I mean all of it. I mean like some moments you're passionate, some moments you're very like those very still, you know, those quiet moments where you can just have with someone and look at them or not even look at them, but just know that they're there. Those moments you're going to be having with your loved one. So that's at the beginning of the weekend. Now, from your higher self, I always ask your higher self, what is the one message they want to bring through to help you move forward? Move forward in love. And you have the devil. So your higher self is saying, it's time to loosen up. Yeah, my beautiful Gemini, you have worked really, really hard. So much so that you almost started working like a Capricorn or a Virgo or like an earth sign. Like you have really, really worked hard at where you are today. And they're saying in that you've lost, I won't say lost, you've forgotten to focus on that beautiful Gemini self that you have. You know, that Gemini self that you were or that you still are, you just need to focus on it. Do you remember when you used to be able to laugh and play and you'd walk in a room and you were fearless and it didn't matter? You were just going to have fun. You didn't hurt anybody. You were just like, let's just all have fun. Let's just all be happy. Let's just all play and laugh. Let's just all do that. That's what they're asking you to focus on again, because you've worked so hard and it's almost like you got too serious, which you needed to for that time, but they're trying to get you in the resonance to accept and call in your loved one. Okay. And even you partnered ones, you've lost that time where you were fearless and you were like passionate and you were smiling and you were laughing, and they want you to have fun again. They want you to have that Gemini self again where you have fun. Okay? So that's what they want you to focus on. That's what you're going to be working on. That's what they're going to help you do. That's your higher self. So in your sixth position at the end of the weekend, looks like you do it because you have people looking at you. And also, it looks like if you're working on your work, I'm going to say both, your work and your love life, even if you're focused on your work, there's somebody looking at you in your love life. You may not know him or her yet, but they are looking at you. You may get glimpses of that during on the weekend, at the end of the weekend, yeah. And then also, if you've been working on your work, whatever you were waiting for to come through, it's going to come through at the end of the weekend, looks like. I know it's the weekend, but it looks like it looks like either they make their decision then to give you the contract or to give you the money or to give you the accolades, but it looks like that's coming. If it doesn't come on Sunday, it's coming next week. But like, I mean Monday, because it's a business Monday. I don't know. That's what I'm feeling. Now, this is really interesting because a lot of it, Gemini, is that you're in your head too. But that's okay because you were needing, like when you were here, when you were that younger Gemini self where you were just like fearless and you didn't think before you did something, you just did it and you thought about it later. Well, you had reverted because you needed to be more stable and you started thinking too much. And then you got a little fearful and then you got out of that. And so right now, your fear in love is that, will that person ever come in? Will that person ever be able to come in and be my partner, tickle my brain, be able to plan life with me? Will that person ever come in? It's been a while. So for those of you that are partnered, it looks like your fear is, am I going to get to the planning stages with that person? Are we both going to be in sync where we're planning our future and we're getting married, or we're getting committed, or we're doing that? So I kind of feel like this is a really important time for you guys at the beginning of the weekend. So yeah. And then at the end of the weekend with you partnered ones, it looks like your partner will be looking at you like they once did. I think this helps a lot. I think when you guys spend this time together, this causes your partner to look at you in this way. When they're looking at you, it's like they're so proud of you. And they see what they once did before. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Okay, so in your 8th position, this is the way a loved one will be viewing you or dealing with you. And for those of you that don't have a partner or are single and not looking, this is the universe. So you have the 9 of Wands. So for those of you that have partners or people looking at you or dating, it looks like they're here to stay for a while. Like they're not well, okay, I see this 2 ways. You'll know this, Gemini. They're here to stay for a while. They're not going anywhere. They've made their decision. They've been through way too freaking much, just like you. And they're going to stay. They're going to hold their ground. They're not going to let you get away with a lot, but they are going to stay. Now, I also see this another way, because this is for some of you. Not very many of you, but some of you. I feel like this person has made their decision. They've let you know what they wanted, and it may not be in line with what you wanted, and they're not going to move from that decision. Okay? I see that for some of you. Now, if this is the universe talking to you, they're letting you know that this right here, where you were resting, where you've made your decision, right here, they're letting you know that it's all about the timing and the unfolding. That person is going to come in. And for some of you, you have 3 potentials, like 3 times that this can happen. Okay? So, they understand all the experiences you've been through. They understand that you're tired and you're frustrated and you're like, which way do I go? But I'm going to go this way. But I'm really tired, and do I really have it? Or can I do it? They know. It's going to come. Don't worry. Now, in your 9th position, excuse me, I need to take a drink. In your 9th position, this is your hopes and dreams. But to me, this is the outer realm of what you're calling in. You have the Lovers. This person is really important. And I don't usually say this with this card, but I'm feeling like for a lot of you, this person you're calling into you is extremely important for you. So you guys know, if you've never seen me before, the Lovers card is a karmic card to me. It's a 50-50 card. It means you and that person come together, have your karmic lesson, and then you have 50% and they've got 50%, whether to stay or go after the lesson is learned, right? Now, don't get all riled up, Gemini, because I'm feeling like some of you, the lesson is actually for you guys to be together for the rest of your lives. That's for some of you. I kind of feel like that's what you're calling in. So congratulations. In your 10th position, this is your overall outcome of what you'll be dealing with or moving through for the weekend. And you have the Queen of Coins. Again, doesn't necessarily mean they have to be an Earth sign, which is a Capricorn, Virgo, or a Taurus, but they behave as one. So you have a potential here and here and here, and you're bringing this in here. So this person has worked and worked and worked like you to get to where they're at. And they, like you, are wondering, will I have time to have somebody? I'm doing my thing, and I kind of want somebody, but do I have time for them? And do I really want to change my life for that person? And how is that going to look? Like, they're doing the same thing that you're doing. That's funny that I'm saying that. So this person knows how to love, and this person, if they say yes, if they come to you, if you meet them, they're not like this person. So this person may be emotionally available to you right away and able to open up your heart and bond with you, where this person takes it nice and slow because there's no hurry for them. It's not a rush. They're seeing the long haul. They're seeing enjoying experience with someone. They're seeing growing together with someone. That's how they see love. They see it as work, the everyday, not hard work, but the everyday engagement with each other. That type of person. So, and they're a king or a queen, which means they're ready. They're ready. They're ready for their king or queen. So, you guys might have 2 people coming in. Some of you might have 3. And then it looks like for those of you that are partnered, it looks like after you have this bonding time, it looks like you get to this point where it's pretty solid. And you're dealing with this person who is an earth sign for some of you, but it's pretty solid, and you sort of make decisions about growing together, about what you're going to do next. That's kind of what I'm feeling. All right, my beautiful Geminis, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Don't forget you have an hour to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what's going on. I love you, love you, love you.